Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dream Leapers Inspiration. I'm your host, Harriet Cole. As always, honored to be here with you today. Whew, it has been a busy week. What about for you? Have you been juggling? I feel like I've been juggling so many things. And sometimes when the juggle is on and your nerves can get a little bit stretched, it can be difficult to be still. Or at least I'm gonna say it can be for me. When you just feel like you don't have the time to be still because there's so much going on, there's so many responsibilities and a lot of moving around. So for me, there's been all of that and big effort to make time for the things that are important, including time for me. But like most people, when the list is long, I sometimes find that I put all the other things first. I know that, so I regularly take the time to stop, to pause, to say, let's take another look at everything. And when looking after taking a breath, kind of figure out what are the priorities? What needs to be done now? What can be delayed? What is there anticipation around that maybe there can be a pause for? Really assessing the moment and all of the elements of the moment is something that is very important for us to do. And when we feel stretched, it sometimes is very difficult to do. Included in that is, for me anyhow, when the list is long and the goals on that list are big goals and things you really want to get to, there can be a sense of urgency that on the one hand can be good, but on the other could be frustrating. Well, why isn't this happening now? I'm doing all these things. Why isn't this happening now? And I was talking to a group of students just a couple days ago. There's a wonderful school in New York called the High School for Fashion Industries. And for a number of years, I've spoken at their career day. And they're high school students who are listening to a large group of professionals who have some connection to the fashion world, who come and tell their story and tell them how they got to where they are today. And so I was doing that, and it reminded me of something which brings me to our topic for today, which is to have patience. When I think about how I got started, it had everything to do with patience because the goals that I had, which were big goals, like I just mentioned a moment ago, we continue to have big goals as we move through our lives. I hope I do. And I was impatient. I want this to happen now. Why isn't this thing that I want to manifest blossoming at this moment? I wonder if you've ever had that experience. My friend Rodney Reynolds, who's here, says, "Great advice." I'm hoping so, Rodney. I'm giving the advice to myself and sharing with others, but that time to pause when everything is moving really fast is so important because otherwise you sometimes don't even realize what's in front of your face. And in the pause, you can often see more clearly. So as I was talking to the students, I was able to share with them, I had these dreams, these things that I really wanted to do. One of them was to write. I knew since I was 12 years old that I wanted to write, and I wanted to write books in particular. This was in my head as a kid. And I wanted to do something in the world of fashion. And believe it or not, in one way or another, the world of words and image, those worlds have been mine for my whole life. And I had that as a dream as a kid. But the urgency of wanting to do this now had to be tempered with patience. Even how I got to New York, I wanted to work in fashion. My first job wasn't in fashion, it was in lifestyle. But I took the job because I thought it was an entree into the place where I thought I should be to build my career. And it worked. But took 7 years before I got the job of running I ended up running the fashion department at Essence. It took 7 years before that job became mine. Now, I didn't just sit around or give up. I did what my job was, and year over year, I got to the point of running the lifestyle department, and because I knew a lot about fashion, because 'cause I'd been a model when I was younger, I brought all of my skills to whatever I did, and so when the opportunity came for this job, it was offered to me because I was ready. I was showing that I was doing it. Why am I telling you this? Not because you might wanna do something in fashion. It has nothing to do with that. It's about patience. I had to be patient, or I could have said, "Well, I'm not gonna take that job, that opportunity that came. I'm not moving to New York unless I get the exact thing I wanna do." Well, I probably wouldn't have gotten there. But I accepted the opportunity that was before me, that was a stepping stone to what could be next if I kept my focus. That's the point, that patience is a requirement in my way of understanding the world, in building your life, in building a great life, in making your dreams manifest. You have to have patience. But patience is not just sitting back and going, "Oh, I'm just gonna wait for it." It's gonna come when it's time. It's gonna come when the moment is right. I'm gonna sit back and just chill until it comes. Not at all. It is, I am going to act. I'm going to refine my skills. I'm going to build relationships. I'm going to do everything I can to make myself the best that I can be so that I'm ready for the moment. But I have to understand that the moment may not be what is right in front of me. The moment might be down the road. It might be a few years down the road. And I work with a lot of young people, and I love working with young people. And young people can be impatient. Why do I have to wait? I know so many people who have told me over the years, "I'm gonna work in this job for 1 year, and if I don't get promoted, if it doesn't work out, I'm out." I don't think that's the best way. I don't think you have to stay forever in a job, a relationship, whatever it might be. But if it feels like a good enough fit to grow in it and with it, give it a chance. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm out. I did this for X period of time. I'm out." What if you stick to it? Whatever that goal is, whatever that dream is, whatever that focus is, what if you stick to it and trust? This is where faith comes in. You have to trust and have faith that something good is going to come out on the other side if you continue to put your best effort forth. Doesn't that make sense? By the way, if you want to participate in this conversation and come on screen with me, you can sign in a different way. You probably sign in through social. You can go to my website, harrietcole.com/inspiration and join. And for those of you who are tuned in, tell me where you are. I'm always curious to see where folks are. Rodney, I bet you are in Westchester. I'm currently in Maryland. I come here almost every week to see my mom, and she's smiling brightly this week, so we're really happy. Uh, and I've been all over the place. I'm just curious, where are you? Where are you? And what are you thinking about this notion of patience? Is it something that you're good at? Do you think that you practice patience well? I'm gonna say for me, it's a battle. It's sort of this tug of war. I go back and forth with it. Let's look at the quote. Oh, Karen says she's in the DMV too. Hey, hey. The quote that I found for today I thought was really cool. It says, "Patience is not the ability to wait." Hear that? Patience is not the ability to wait. Patience is to be calm no matter what happens. Constantly take action to turn it to positive growth opportunities and have faith to believe that it will all work out in the end while you are waiting. There are a lot of pieces to that. So, patience is not the ability to wait. Many people can wait, not necessarily with grace, but many people can wait. Patience is to be calm no matter what happens. Can you do that? Are you able to be calm no matter what happens? I'm gonna say I struggle with that, to be calm no matter what happens. For me, sometimes something will happen and it feels like I'm on a boat and the boat got turned over or it got jostled a lot, and I might get angry or frustrated or something, but I have learned to check myself. So, to the best of my ability, I don't say anything when I am not calm. I breathe, I take a walk, I sit quietly. I do my best not to react in the moment, but I can't say that I'm calm no matter what happens. I have it as a goal. It's to constantly take action to turn it to positive growth opportunities. Do you do that? Do you take the action to turn whatever it is to something positive? If something bad happens, how can you turn it into something positive? Like if you lose a job or you lose a contract or you lose a loved one, how can you turn it into something positive? Lesson that you can learn that can help you there. And this is Roy Bennett who says, have faith to believe that it will all work out in the end while you are waiting. Faith that it could all work out in the end while you're waiting. That is not easy to do. To believe, to trust, even when you are going through it and it seems so difficult and frustrating and scary or whatever the feelings are, right? How are you able to do that? So let me see. There's some folks here. Let's see. Is it Shanae Commodore? I might be saying it wrong, which says it's very important so we can focus and gain clarity. Karen says, on occasion, I struggle with patience in some areas of my life. Yep, me too. Uh, Shane is in, Shanae is in Atlanta. Let's see where Deb is in New York City. So keep telling me where you are. And Virginia is backstage. Let's bring Virginia in and see what she has to say about patience. Hi, Virginia.
Hi, how are you?
Doing fine. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
So what are your thoughts on patience?
I need patience.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I struggle with it because I give up too quickly, and I need to realize that it does take time. So I just have to learn how to relax first of all and just concentrate on what it is I'm trying to do.
So in the moment when you're feeling that you need more patience, what does it feel like in your body when you feel that way?
I'm tense.
Are
I'm
you breathing shallowly?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I've learned a lot of times people even hold their breath when
Mhm.
they are when there's a lot going on
Yes.
and when you're tense. And by the way, if you were to check your blood pressure then, it probably would be high. That's the thing. People don't realize that the things that affect us emotionally impact our physical bodies, and
Mhm.
often when people are feeling tense, they're even if they don't have high blood pressure, it's not like the condition, just the reaction of your body
Mhm.
when 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 you aren't controlling what's going
Mhm.
on. And the thing that I've learned through meditation, Virginia, is that we actually can control our bodies. We can control our minds. We can control our breath. You know, we do a lot of breath work here because we can. We have so much more power than we give ourselves credit for.
That's true.
Mhm. What lessons I know you're there with your mom, right?
Yes, in Massachusetts.
In Massachusetts, and so what would you say is the lesson that you've learned from your mother about patience that might be something you should employ for yourself?
Well, for one thing, I put things off a lot of times, and my mother is not like that. When she wants something done, sometimes she wants it done immediately, but I'm learning that I shouldn't put things off
Mm,
because if you do that, sometimes you never get back to it. So that's one thing I'm learning from her.
that's a really good one. That's something I remember that from, like, grammar school when the teachers would say, "Do the hard homework first."
Hmm.
And, you know, kids would always wanna do whatever's hard, put it at the take it off the list, put it at the bottom of the list. Let me do the easy stuff first, and then, you know, then the hard stuff piles up and the deadline keeps extending. Uh,
Yes,
but imagine if you did the hard stuff first.
first.
That's a good thing to practice, I think, on a regular basis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I would say for me, I'm thinking about being with my mom this week, and I think acceptance is something that I see from her. Like she has said for the past couple of years, I'm doing the best with what I've got left.
Uh-huh.
So the attitude of gratitude for whatever she has and acceptance of like what are the facts of the moment? You know,
Hmm.
I don't have the capacity I had however many years ago or the energy that I had whenever ago. But what I have now, I make the
Hmm.
most of that.
Yes.
I think that is, uh, a I think that shows acceptance.
Hmm.
And I don't know if we are good at acceptance. I think most of us think we're superwomen and supermen and we can do anything we want, anything
Yes,
anything in the world, and that's a good energy too, but, balancing it with acceptance, I think, is probably helpful.
I agree.
You know, there's gotta be a balance in there somewhere.
Right, right.
Well, thank you for joining us, Virginia, and I'm gonna tell folks where some of the other people are from, and in a few minutes, we're gonna do a little meditation, so I hope you will.
Okay, thank you.
Dear. See, Brian is here from Northern Virginia. Sonia Kirkland, I don't know where she's from, but she's saying greetings. And Adrian Jones says, this is good to hear. I have to learn to stop, not react, breathe, slow. I ask God, help me through. And understand, look for the positive things and know it might not be a quick fix. Nicole likes this conversation. Thank you all for writing in. And of course, you can still join the conversation if you log on to harrietcole.com/inspiration. You know, this notion of pushing and believing that you can do everything. Look, I'm a person who believes that. I do believe I can do everything. My mother also told us forever, and she said it again yesterday, you can do anything you put your mind to. And if you focus on it, then you can make it happen. One of the challenges that I think we find is that we get distracted. So, patience, while it doesn't mean that you give in to something, in order for it not to whatever your goal is to not dissipate, you have to remember you have it. You have to remember what you are focused on. Even if it takes longer to get there, even if it's not a straight line, if you just don't remember, if you don't put your mind to it, then time will pass. You say, "Well, what happened to that? Why didn't I accomplish whatever that thing is?" That's part of the reason why I believe in lists. If you write down what is important to you, what you are supposed to accomplish, what you have promised yourself that you're going to accomplish, then it becomes much easier for you to accomplish it because you hold yourself accountable, right? If you tell yourself, these are the things that I have to do to honor whatever the commitments are that I've made. And then I have to have faith that over time, if I keep working on this thing, keep perfecting my skills and abilities, then eventually I will get to my goal. You know, Shanae says, sometimes I have to take a moment to check my emotions. I try to turn it into a positive lesson. Yes, things happen. Life happens. Tragedy happens. Disappointments happen. Stuff happens. If it didn't, life would be really boring. And if only great things happen every day, you wouldn't know it was great because it would just be the norm. But if you work hard and give yourself the space of time to believe that great things are going to happen, then they will. So let's do a little mini meditation now. Folks have been saying to me that they are appreciating the meditations that we do here. And actually, um, I learned that one person who, at least one who let us know this, who is part of this Dream Leapers Inspiration Fellowship, said she had never meditated before doing it here with us. This is a woman of faith. She's a devout Christian. She's very active in her church community, but they don't necessarily meditate. And so, although many Christians do meditate, but in her church they don't. So she first meditated here. And I'm so grateful that you did it and you liked it. And it is a practice that is used by every religion in the world. So everybody can do it and many do. And I would love for us to do it right now. So would you please put your feet flat on the floor? If you can take your shoes off, it's great. But if not, put your feet flat on the floor and kind of firmly plant them in the floor. Think of it as putting them in the earth, connecting to the earth. And then take your hands, your thumbs and forefingers, and touch them together and put them on your knees. And then sit up straight, but relax your shoulders. Close your eyes if you'd like, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths in, and as we breathe in and exhale, I'm going to talk us through it. So breathe in deeply. And as you do, breathe in light. And hold it at the top. And then gently exhale through your mouth. Breathe out any negativity you may be feeling. Once again, breathe in deep. Breathing in light. Feel your whole body. Hold it at the top. And then exhale any discomfort you may have. And one more time, breathe in deep. Feel that light going all throughout your body, and breathe out long, letting go of any discomfort. Now just breathe naturally. And Fallon, if we can put some music under, that would be great, if we can. And everybody just breathe naturally, but fully. See that breath moving in and out of your body as light. Anywhere where you may have discomfort in your body, use the power of intention to breathe light into that part of your body. Literally see light moving into that part of your body. And similarly, as you start exhaling, you can inhale light and exhale light. Just make it a circle of light. And if any negativity pops up, that's okay, let it go. Just breathe in and out fully. You're giving yourself permission to be with your breath. You're giving yourself permission to be still right now. You owe it to yourself to be still right now. So just enjoy it. Enjoy the experience of giving this beautiful moment of breathing, the gift of fully breathing to yourself. And if you feel any anxiousness, if you feel any discomfort, if you feel unsettled, just let it go. You don't have to hold on to it. Trust that you can just be present. You don't have to hold on to anything. If thoughts come up, let them dissipate, just like clouds in the sky. You can notice the thoughts, but don't hold on to them. Just notice them and let them go. Just breathe. Breathe in light, exhale light. And any discomfort you may feel, give yourself permission to be here now, to be in this moment, to have faith that whatever is supposed to happen in your life is going to happen. So you can accept that wherever you are right now is okay. You don't have to feel disappointed, ashamed, worried, frustrated, angry, sad. If you have any of those feelings, just let them go. If you had those feelings this morning when you woke up, let it go. Don't have them now. Let them go right now. Just tell yourself, I'm letting them go. I'm letting in light. And light can burn off all of those negative feelings. I have faith in myself that I have the potential within me to fulfill my dreams, that I have the patience within me to fully live my life, that I have the commitment to fulfill my responsibilities that will help to get me to my goals. Breathe. Breathe and believe. Any of those negative feelings, truly, just let them go. They do not have to have power over you. If they're responsibilities, they go on the list of things to get done. You check them off and you lighten your load. Breathe. When you're feeling frustrated, concerned, fearful, breathe. Breathe in light. Breathe in joy. Breathe in patience. Now you may gently open your eyes. How do you feel? Feel like the burden's a little bit lighter? You can do this by yourself anytime during the day that you need to. When those thoughts start bubbling up, stop and breathe. Take a few minutes to just be still and meditate and invite the thoughts to go. It doesn't mean that the responsibilities go away, but when you give yourself space to be still and to see what's going on in your life, you create the opportunity for you to handle whatever is before you better. Because you've separated yourself from whatever those emotions are that cloud your vision. It really works no matter what is going on. It works for me so often. I woke up this morning with a whole bunch of stuff swirling around in my head. And I just did some deep breathing and decided you can let that go. Worrying about it isn't going to make it any better. And I feel better for that. And so then I can tackle those things better. And so can you. And so as you get ready to go into your day, please also remember tomorrow I'm starting this 3-part course, the 100-day plan, to help folks manifest those big dreams and to get things moving in 100 days. It has worked for me, and so I'm offering this course. If you're interested, uh, you can go to my website, harrietcole.com/100-day plan. And there's a QR code there that you can tap on, but also just go to the website, harrietcole.com, 100-day plan. If you'd like to join us, please do. It's going to be a powerful experience, and you are welcome to participate. It's tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 to 9 p.m. And, maybe it'll help you manifest some big dreams that you have. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining from all the places where you have been. And Virginia says she has already signed up. Thank you, Virginia. We will see you there. And hopefully some others will join. Until next time, have a great day and make it count. Namaste.